How's it going, everybody? Sunday Bible study. Move the microphone down here. Should sound better, or at least what I've been told. How's everybody doing? All right. The merchants of these things, which were made rich by her, see previous studies for who the her is. It's threefold: the shape-shifting Satan into the female goddess. It is that great city where our Lord was crucified, and it's that divine feminine spirit or the demonic realm that runs the earth. The merchants of these things, which are made rich by her, shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, and saying, Alas, that great city. That's what it said. It's also that city where our Lord was crucified per Revelation 11:8. There's only one great city in the book of Revelation, even is referred to as that great city when it comes down from God out of heaven, the New Jerusalem. It's called the Great City. And all throughout the book of Revelation, the great city, of course, when it became Jerusalem, Jerusalem that killeth the prophets, and then killed God in the flesh there, and then the Antichrist declared himself to be God there, kicking off the Great Tribulation, which is known as the abomination of desolation. Well, that's when it's that whore of Babylon. And of course, the other two things I mentioned. It's a threefold her. Was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. For in 1 hour so great riches has come to naught. And every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood far off. At this point, in my opinion, this is abstract figurative speech because you're now well into God's wrath. So there's no human doing anything. We know the human bodies of all the goats were possessed by the demonic realm, fallen angel, demonic spirit realm. So this is abstract figurative speech, again, in my opinion. For in 1 hour, so great the riches is. Yeah. And every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood far off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city, wherein we, were made rich, all that had ships by sea and her costliness. For in 1 hour she is made desolate. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for God hath avenged you on her. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. And the voice of the harpers, and the musicians, and the pipers, and the trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee, and no craftsman of whatsoever craft he be shall be found no more at all in thee. And the sound of the millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee. Moving over to Matthew. And they stripped him and put him on a scarlet robe. And when they had platted a crown of thorns and put it upon his head, and a reed in his right hand, and they bowed before him and mocked him, saying, Hail, King of the Jews! And they spit upon him and took the reed and smote him in the head. And they mocked him and took the robe off of him and put his own raiment on him and led him away to crucify him. And as they came out, they found a man, Simon, a man of Cyrene, Simon of Cyrene, he's known as, by name, him that compelled to bear Jesus' cross. And when they were come up into a place called Golgotha, that is to say, a place of the skull, they gave him vinegar to drink, mingled with gall. And when he had tasted thereof, he would not drink. And they crucified him and parted his garments, casting lots, that it might be fulfilled that it was spoken by the prophet, that they parted my garments among them, and upon my vesture they did cast lots. And sitting down, they watched him there, and they set up over him an accusation written, This is Jesus, King of the Jews. Then there were two thieves crucified with him, one on the right and one on the left. Anyway, end of tonight's study. I'm glad you're here. I love you very much. Ask questions anytime. That's what I'm here for.